Join us as we go to Cowtown, a historic museum made out of buildings and items from 1860 to 1880.
And then we're going to go check out a local Wichita chain that is a slice of 1950s Americana. Going west.
Go west, young man, be brave, be bold. The land is free, the hills are gold. Not anymore.
No. The land now costs rather a lot, and the hills are less gold.
It cost as much as if they were gold.
This is cool. But yeah, so I am loving the inside of this log cabin thing.
Every building here is
actually transported to here, but was made, I don't know, 100 plus years ago.
Someplace else, and they're all historic.
And they've got information on each and every one of them kicking around.
I'm trying to find the one on this specific building.
This one's, we've got a bit of information on Jesse Chisholm here.
Chisholm, as in the Chisholm Trail.
Ah. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with this kind of thing as you are.
This must be the J.R. Meade Trading Post or the Heller Cabin.
Scoop, scoop, scoop. I'm gonna come out here by this little wagon. Freight hauling on the Chisholm Trail.
When they talk about wagons and covered wagons, people think of these big things, but people stuff everything they owned in one of those. And you'd have a couple of oxen, maybe horses if you were lucky and wanted to deal with horses.
Ye olde U-Haul.
Yes, and there's not much space in that. That's maybe the equivalent of the pickup bed, a modern pickup bed.
And there's a timeline along the trail here.
Oh, that's cool. I hadn't caught that.
Oh, this one is much more climate controlled. Come to the cool.
Is it double walled?
I don't know if it's double walled, but it's very comfy. Like this is just nice. I would vibe here. This is nice.
They came up with a non-center poled design that could be drugged by a horse.
I'm gonna see if I have retained anything from my time in Mexico with this sort of rope, because it's a very different rope type. It's a lot more solid and stable.
Yeah, it's not the type of rope you go out to Home Depot and just grab a soft.
It's almost a wire.
Heavily waxed or plastic.
Oh, come on. Okay, I need control over the rest of this nonsense. Got one. There we go.
You've got him down. Now you need to go tie his legs together.
Tie his legs together, or depending on the purpose, hit him over the head with a sledgehammer, you know, the usual. So back when I lived in Mexico, I got to spend some time with some lovely Hispanic cowboys. And I know that's not the right term. But they thought it was rather humorous to lasso my legs and then watch me scramble out of it.
I've seen
They wouldn't pull me off my feet. They were polite. They understood they were dealing with like a 10-year-old. But like, yeah. I'm sure you've done this kind of thing before.
I've actually not done a lot of roping.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
familiar with the theory.
More wrist motion.
I'm familiar with the theory, but...
See, I was taught some basic stuff by those same Mexican ranch hands. I used to be able to, with a single hand, hold a loop and spin it at this consistent size, but it has been forever since I've done that, so I don't think I can still do it, but I will absolutely try. No. Yeah. did it! This is cool. Oh, there's houses.
They are very proud of the fact that almost all the houses were moved into sight, but they're cool historical buildings.
Let's keep rolling.
You got the map, good.
I has the map. I grabbed it.
Hi.
Orientation.
I've
does
never
one
owned a
best
pair.
Mount.
What?
How does one best mount this?
Typically, handle.
You have much skill. I chose the right day to wear flexi pants. Hi.
I get the break,
You have a break.
which is not going to stop a dead runaway, but it definitely
Helps.
helps. I've never owned a pair.
This is real comfy.
There's a good thing it has springs on it.
Yeah, that springs.
Hi.
I know, just need some ponies and off into the sunset.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There you go. Oh, and the back has steps.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Cemetery by the church.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Try the door. Yeah, she opens.
It is open. It's cool in here.
Oh, this is
it's air conditioned.
air conditioned. Ah, yes, ye old air conditioning. This is delightful. There's a chair here, and as anyone who's ever been, please do not play the piano. Okay, we're not allowed in the back. That's cool.
This would have been an impressive
This is a
building at the
real
time.
nice church building. Oh, I love the lamps.
I know, I was just looking at those.
This is a delightful preservation of history. Headed this way.
I love a little extra gingerbread. It's absolutely not
This?
necessary, yes, to the building, but I love
This
architectural
building is
detail.
also open for us to explore.
It's also air conditioned. I like the hand-painted detail on the walls.
I'm going out the back.
One room.
One bedroom, no bath.
Yep. Well, the bath would have been an outhouse.
Oh, that's a huge house.
Gingerbread.
That is pretty.
Yes. And yes, it's more stuff, but it's not that much more, and it makes it so much better.
Hey,
Hi.
I was directing the shot. It's just...
So what were your first impressions when you heard we were going to a Cowtown that was a bunch of old buildings? I love this dorm. It needs some repair, but I love this dorm.
So my first impressions, it's like, okay, I guess we'll go see the 3 or 4 old buildings they have. See what's up. I was not expecting a full-on, moderately sized Wild West town shoved into this area. Like, there's a whole main street with a saloon and everything that we haven't gotten to yet.
The bay window. Oh, look at that secretary desk. These are all the furnishings that our house could have had.
Indeed. There's also pantries. Cool. Like, it's just real cool to see the preserved time capsules. Now, I make no mistake. I know this is a fancy house by the period standards. Do you want to go out the back door again?
Sure.
Back
100-year-old
out
house
to the
that I
porch.
grew up in was not this nice. And if you notice, ceiling heights are not standardized.
Nope.
I'm not that tall.
I now understand why they have a GPS self-guided tour for this, because, oh hey, they have a boot scraper.
Yep. That way you can knock all the dirt off before you come inside.
I'm not hitting my head on the thing. Story and a half house. This one's a little bit long.
It's not a full shotgun house.
Okay, so they are adding this area.
Yeah.
So it's not actually fully here yet. They've got the buildings and they're putting the stuff in. Apparently it's down at the train depot. So.
I'll have to find a train depot.
Do we need a shot of us on the front porch swing?
Yes. Because that's what front porch swings are for. She's a total macho.
Just a little bit of good old-fashioned making out. The Mackenzie house.
You might put Chowtown on, at least for a little while.
And here you have the rail station.
That's a stagecoach.
That is a full stagecoach. Oh, that's cool.
Imagine driving for hours in something this size.
Yeah, I can understand why folks will get a bit restless. There's a sleigh. There's a lot of little things kicking around in here that just aren't on display outside.
Well, you don't want them getting damaged by the weather.
Fair enough. There's more dock wagons and such back here.
I have a two-wheel cart. I need to get one of my horses to pull it. And single trees. Our property, the 100-year-old one, came with more single trees than you could shake a stick at. Now, they weren't in that good condition.
You also got the oxen yoke right there.
Yep. Man, that would be a very small space for...
We're taking a very long
and the
ride.
original term for headlight and tail light.
Gotcha.
The headlight is the one that points forward toward the horse's head. You can inspect the railroad. They have it chained down. You can't go anywhere.
Ooh. There's a room to let. I'm gonna start down here.
Room's 50 cents a day. Room and board $1 a day.
This is just a really cool museum area. Like, this is, in my opinion, a better way to get people involved in museums, is because it allows you to touch it and be there and see
look at it.
Kind of live in it a little bit.
Yep, it's open. And how much of this thing is air conditioned is lovely.
This is real goddamn cool.
Real wood shingles. Oh man, I'm glad I don't have to maintain it.
Yeah. Absolutely no smoking. No kidding.
Oh. These things were capable of blowing up under the wrong circumstances.
Woo! You know, it's real weird actually being able to feel things through my shoes. I have fancy new shoes and I can feel things through them.
Ah, push the button and see how the steam engine moves the grain. Here it goes.
Push the button, up goes the grain. Please don't die. Holy crap, that's a lot of space. Down we go. Down we go. Down we go.
There's the ability to feel history almost anywhere, and any when is cool. You pump your own water?
Yep, you can pump your own water. Ugh. Boy. I am so glad for modern plumbing
Oh yeah.
and conveniences, because this absolutely freaking sucks. But it's kind of fun as a novelty. I would not want to do this every day because this would suck.
But it's so much better than having to go down to the river and haul it
Oh,
up.
so much. But like, I enjoy my faucets.
Oh, same.
This you will draw
Smell
out
of burning
the whole
coal.
thing to half the thickness.
cool.
Keep it
That makes
in line
sense.
and square.
I-
So that's going to give you your length.
The metal
It's a bender.
bending for the wheels and barrels. That's cool. I should have expected that, but I didn't, and it's cool to see the old style tool for that.
By 1870, Wichita looked nothing like this. We had 4 blacksmith shops. Once you get more than one, they start going off into their specialties. So your general smith, who generally knows a little bit about everything, is doing a lot of tool repair, manufacture, farm equipment maintenance and repair, steam engine maintenance and repair. It's out of the Industrial Revolution, so a lot of stuff is already being factory made, but they did not make replacement parts or repair pieces. So we had to make those.
Gotcha.
We also had a farrier. They do nothing but shoeing. Modern day farriers generally have about 2 years of veterinary college under their belts. That's a very particular job. I'm a trained bladesmith. I can make horseshoes. Don't ever put them on an animal. It's probably animal cruelty. I can make them and hang them on your wall all you want. And then we also had a wheelwright. They do nothing but carriages and wagons. The new building going up across the street from the livery will be our carriage repository. We'll be able to pull more of our rolling stock out, and it will have a wheelwright shop, a small wheelwright shop in the back. From all the records we have, Wichita's Carriage Works had 16 employees, 9 of them were blacksmiths.
Wow.
And then we also had a Cornice Works, which was more ornamental sheet metal, tin printed ceiling tiles, crown moldings, things like that. But one of the best paying jobs in town. Your average person's making $1.50 a day for labor. A journeyman blacksmith is making $3 to $5 a day. Master of the shop, 8 to 12. A lot of it's going back to fuel and materials, but it's still one of the better paying jobs in town. By the late 1800s, most of your doctors and lawyers were sons of blacksmiths because they wanted to make just as good of money, not dirty, and we could afford to send them to college.
That makes sense.
It's always interesting to see what the career path channel is in different periods of time.
Well, and a lot, like, blacksmithing it's more of a younger man's game. But as they got older, they would go off into the specialties like gunsmithing, jewelers, things like that, because it's all the same techniques. You're just not swinging heavy hammers. You're not in the heat.
Well, that's what
You're doing
apprentices
more
are for.
fine detail work, and everything was the same. It was just even more meticulous than blacksmithing.
And so if you've got the patience built up for it and the technique built up for it,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Oh,
solid.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's one of my roses.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a 13th century Russian pattern rose, all out of a single piece of metal.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
I've got some a little smaller than that in the gift shop and one that's about 3 times that size. A lot of what I do out of here is ornamental for the gift shop. All the metalwork up there I've done.
Okay.
Get some repair projects around town throughout the year. Historically, we work nights. Spring and summer, you work nights because it's too hot. It's an extra 80 degrees in front of that forge.
Yeah.
I can feel it from over here,
Yeah.
and I'm nowhere near it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And, yeah, like I was saying, Wichita's General Blacksmith by 1870. 4 times this size, had 5 forges, and they would all be working nights unless it was a project that had a specific deadline, and then they would take shifts throughout the day to get that project done because
You can't do this all day in the summer.
comfortably, you can only work 3 to 5 hours. Oh, this is perfect time. Yeah. Winter, the shop would be running about 24/7. There's like big repair projects. If you could push them off till winter, you would.
Well, a lot of people's equipment, like their harvesting and that type of stuff, you're not using it during the winter anyway.
Oh yeah, no, and that's why that's when you do most of the repairs, unless it was something broke while you were planting or while you were harvesting, and you had to have it repaired right then. Then we would work through the day for that one project. Otherwise, yeah, if we could tag it, put it behind the shop, and wait till winter, we would, because it's just too hot. I mean, we're not dumb. we love what we do, but we're not dumb.